Okay guys, welcome to the final step of making the scratch game here. The next thing we need to do is, well, there's actually a couple things to do. Right now when we click the green flag, it shoots, and if we hit the butterfly, then the butterfly hides. My space bar is not working real good, but okay. So what we need to do is tell the computer that if, oh, and by the way, so right now we already have it so that if the butterfly touches the rocket ship, the game ends. Okay, so now what we want to do is make it so that if we shoot the butterfly, we can see a score. Okay, so over here on this, the end side, the left side is the green dot, and the green dot is lets you make a variable, and so we're going to make a variable, and we're going to name it score. Okay. Okay. And we'll just do for all sprites, and we'll say okay. So we're going to do this in the butterfly loop. First thing we want to do is set the score to 0 when the game starts. So that can really actually happen in any of these flags. We'll put it in the first flag here. Instead of setting my variable to 0, we're going to set score to 0. Okay, so right now it's 0. Now, if our butterfly touches the bullet, or in other words, the bullet hits the butterfly, we want it to add a point to our score. So we're going to change my variable by 1, and we could tell it we get 5 points each too. So if touching sprite 1, hide and change score by 1. Okay, so we set the score to 0 at the very beginning when the green flag is clicked. I've had a few students forget to do that, so that you go from one game to the next and the score just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. So don't forget that step. So let's try it. If I hit the butterfly, which I may struggle doing, see, I got a point. Oh, I missed him. My space bar is not, I don't know. Okay, so I got 2 points there. It's like I have to hold my space bar down in order to shoot, but okay. So there I got the score of 4. If I were to restart it, it goes back to 0. So now we have a score. Okay, the last thing we want to do, well, there's a couple of things we could do. If you wanted to have fun, a couple ideas that I had was to tell the sprite to hide when it touches the butterfly, and so I added a loop here in my sprite 1, or the bullet, and I added a loop that said when touching butterfly, and I actually had to put a delay in there in the events, or in the control, I would told it to wait for like 0.5 seconds and then hide, because it seemed like sometimes it would just not quite work. So I guess I can really quick do it. When the green flag is touched, if then, we're going to do an if, and it's touching touching the butterfly, then I told it to wait 0.5, and then I told it to hide, so that the bullet doesn't keep on going up to the end of the screen. Okay, so I told it to hide. And so sometimes as I shoot and hit it, oops, oh, I missed him. That one didn't quite hide. Oh, I got to turn it on. I was like, there, see how it goes. Oh, I forgot to put it in a forever loop. That's why. Oops. It's kind of pesky little thing, isn't it? There we go. I don't know why my projectile is not working right. There must be something that I have missed. Okay, another thing that we can do here, if I slide over here, there's this backdrop. So I can choose a backdrop. This makes it a little bit funner. Usually a spaceship is in space. Maybe it's flying against this moon and the butterflies are coming out of the moon. I could do a different one. Any one you like you can look at and see. I'll let you guys look at that. Okay, another thing that we can do too is we can add sounds. I'll slide this bar back over if we wanted to add a sound. So I'm on the rocket ship. We could do, so we know that on the space bar, and actually I'll go back to the rocket ship. So we'll make it just a forever loop, and it could probably go in any one of these. Forever, well, maybe we ought to make it its own loop so that it doesn't confuse people. But when the green flag is clicked, control forever, play the sound laser 2. Okay, sounds, we can change the volume. If I want to click on that, you can change volume here so that it's quieter or softer. We can turn it off and on. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so we'll try that. So that kind of is annoying, so we might want to pick another sound. And you'll be able to add different sounds. Oh, right here. Okay, so there's that one. I can add sounds, choose a sound right there, and I can just hover over them. Loops is where I can find. This is the one that I think they did in the original video right here. So if I select that one, so now it's there. Come back to the code and play, instead of laser 1, we say our medieval one. So now when we start it, okay, and then the last one I'll do here is on this one. So we know that when the space bar is pressed, so we're on the projectile, go to the X position of the rocket ship, the Y position of the rocket ship, and show. And then we wanted it to move 10 steps until it's touching the repeat until it's touching the edge to move 10 steps, and then at the end we had it come back and hide. So the next thing we could do is we could also play a sound. So we could play a sound when we shoot of maybe oh, I didn't mean play sound until done. I meant just play sound. play sound. So when the space bar is pressed, we're going to do the, and we would actually have to come in right here, and I would have to add a sound, and I wanted to say there was that laser one. Space, here we go. Maybe some other ones. Anyway, you could pick anyone in here. Maybe. Just trying to find that laser one. Well, we can do that one. Let's just do that one. Okay, so it's called Zoop. So now if we go back to the code, we tell it that we want to play Zoop. Now during the game, you can see that it plays the Zoop sound. All right, that's the end of that tutorial. Your game is finished. Congratulations for getting it all done. Don't forget to save it by going to File, Save to your computer, and then you can upload that into Canvas. Another way I've seen how to do it is to just click the share link right here. Oops, I clicked one too many times. If I click share, and then because I clicked too fast, see project page right here, you can copy this link, and then that link could be submitted to me as well, but my file won't accept that. You'd have to email that to me. So okay, that's all. Good luck, and I hope to see you game. Change it up a little bit if you like. Thanks.